Good morning everybody. You all welcome for the product training session of Vego coolers. There are two models in Vego air cooler. One is manual operated and another is remote control operated, that is I model. In both the categories, this is the first category desert model, Glacier and Glacier I. Glacier is the manual operated and Glacier I is the with remote, or it is intelligence, that is it can be operated from the distance. It has got a full function remote. About this Glacier, let me tell you a few features. That is, one is the 72-liter tank, which is the large size and give you continuously water supply to the submersible motor. Also it has got a unique feature in I model, that is empty tank alarm. When there is no water in the tank, it will sense alarm and it starts buzzing, indicating the water is not there in the tank. Customer has to be alerted so that they can pour water inside to get more cooling with the function of submersible motor. Now I will show you how to open and dismantle for certain repairs if required, a failure or a damage if you come across of main motor, submersible motor and swing motor. Also any other plastic parts such as horizontal levers and vertical levers or knob or switch. If anything goes bad or damaged, we can replace it. I will show you the procedure how to go about this. I got a expert service technician, Mr. Akib, who will dismantle one by one and to show how it is made easy to dismantle this cooler. Let us start. To open the top panel so that front panel can be dismantled. There are two screws at the corner of the back side of the top panel which is removing. After removing two screws from the top, there are three locks which is click fitted inside the back panel. So to unlock this, you have to insert the screwdriver and just unlock these three locks. So the whole top cover can be lifted. And again, unlocking these two locks of side panel from both the side, left and right. After removing both the sides panel, the second is also removed. Now we have removed both the side panels. After removing these two side panels, now we have to remove top panel. It can be removed by unscrewing. There are two screws which is connected between top panel and front panel. We are showing you where the screws are fitted. The second screw is also being removed. And now see, this front control panel has come out, and also by unlocking two locks, the top panel is loosened and can be removed. This wiring, if you want to change any switch, function switch and speed switch, you have to remove the wiring, you have to loosen the wiring, and then one by one ensure that the power cord is not connected. For any motor replacement also, the power cord should be unplugged, and you can remove the terminals of the motors for replacing the switch, or if you want to replace submersible motor or main motor also, the terminals should be removed from the switches. He is removing the terminals of all contacts which are coming from the motor or from the mains cord, from the power cord. She has removed a function switch, contacts, a terminal from which are coming from the main motor. Now the control panel has been dismantled. You can replace the switch whichever is defective and reconnect the contacts connections again. Open up the top panel and do the rest of the repairing. Remove this, connect it to the distribution pipe for sprinkling of the water supply. It has been removed now. I'll show you one thing. In case of any defect come in this distribution pipe, also it can be removed and replaced. So you have to just pull out this from the locks and it comes out. To remove the back panel, there are two screws connected at the corner of the tank as well, back panel bottom. He has removed the two screws, 1 and 2. Now the back panel has come out. See, now the main motor can be seen. If you want to replace the main motor in case of any defect, if you want to replace swing motor, if the swing is not operating, or maybe the swing carry bar or the lever which operates the swing portion of this cooler, also there is fan blade also, which how to remove that I will show you. So we will start removing swing carry bar. See, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 locks. And the swing carry bar has come out. Swing carry bar has got 4 locks which are fitted in this with the vertical levers. A stem of the vertical lever is inserted into these locks. So to replace this, now it is very easy. Just remove 2 screws, cam gear, and it can be replaced. So it is very easy to replace swing motor. Now he is putting back the swing motor. Anything, any damage, you can replace this also. You have to just insert the screwdriver between the slots, between the gap of cam gear and motor, and just turn this. Just pull this out so it will come out. This is a vertical lever. In case of any damage, if it needs to be replaced, we can easily remove the stem of this from this lock, which is come with the shroud. So the vertical lever has come out. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 vertical levers. Now again I will repeat. You have to just bend it and insert the stem in this lock. Let us go to the next segment of replacing main motor, which is fitted on this bracket. So now I will show you how to remove this. You might need this for replacing this motor. To dismantle the motor, we have removed this motor mounting bracket, and now the motor mounting bracket support, which is connected between the motor mounting bracket and tank. See, after removing this, the whole entire assembly of this motor can come out, and you can easily replace the motor. Before removing the motor from this bracket, you have to unscrew this fan blade from the shaft of this motor. So this can be easily removed by unscrewing a screw which is fitted on the shaft and fan blade holder. For removing this motor, you have to loosen this bolt so the entire motor will come out. We have removed this plate from the shaft of this motor, and also we have removed motor from this motor mounting bracket by removing the nut bolts, 4 nut bolts. Now the motor can be easily replaced. So you can replace the motor with a new one. If you want to replace, if the submersible pump motor is defective, you can remove this from the bottom of the tank. There are 2 screws, and you can replace this just loosen the flexible pipe from the top and also from the connector of this submersible motor. So the submersible motor can be easily replaced. In case of tank damage or crack, then the tank also can be replaced by removing these two screws which is connected to the front panel. This shroud also can be removed by removing the screws connected to the front panel and shroud. So now we are refitting this. These are horizontal levers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are 13 horizontal levers and 4 vertical levers. I have already shown you how to replace the vertical lever. Now I will show you how to replace the horizontal lever. There are two locks which is fitted on this link, connected link, which are fitted on the shroud, that is the horizontal assembly frame. Now again I will refit and show you how to put one stem here first, insert this stem, then again just bend it and put second stem, and now press this hard so that it can be locked. The horizontal lever is refitted in this two lock and now it starts operating. To add on this horizontal lever, there are two sections. The lower half is controlling the lower flow, lower throw of the air, and the upper half, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 levers are controlling the upper half of the horizontal lever section. Can be replaced. There are grips for the movement of these manually operated levers. Now we will reassemble entire cooler, which will brief you how we go about the procedure of this. So he is assembling entire shroud and the other assembly, horizontal lever and vertical lever assembly on the front panel. He is refitting entire motor mounting bracket, also motor mounting bracket support between tank and motor mounting bracket. Entire unit one by one. We are making the connection of the on-off and speed switch. These two wires which are in link with the function switch is coming from the power cord, that is the live wire, red in color. L, which is given on this, the mark is L, that is live mark is given on the switch. So the live stand is connected, live terminal is connected. Then Then a connector number 1, which is coming for the top speed, that is high speed from the motor. Then we'll go to the other side of the switch, which is white in color. The color code is white, which is the second speed, a medium speed, and then again one single red wire which is connected to the low speed. So low, medium and high. So this switch is connected, that is on off and speed. Then this white wire which is coming from the submersible pump motor is connected to the 1 number terminal of this switch. Then 2 number, this is coming from the swing motor and it is looped to terminal number 3. So this will function as a swing and pump motor function, and the third one is the only swing. This is motorized swing. This will give only swing, and this will give you both a cooling as well as swing. Common terminal called neutral, and all wire connected which are coming from the main motor, swing motor and submersible motor, and shorted at one terminal which is neutral. Entire cooler. We just started refunctioning again. So entire assembly procedure is successful, and you all are confident with this session. Thank you. Let us start with Vego Frost cooler. Now I will tell you the procedure to dismantle, to repair, to service this cooler. One by one I will tell you how to go about it. I hope you all understand it is very easy. I will explain everything, which screws to remove, how to remove front panel, how to remove back panel, how to change tank, how to change submersible motor, main motors, etc. Thank you. Let us start. I will take my technician and he will show you how to open all the accessories and spares one by one. Okay. Okay, I will tell you which screws and what screwdriver and tools to be used for this dismantling procedure. See, this is a long hand screwdriver. One side it is minus side, other side it is plus side for the star thread screws. Also this is various attachment which can be very useful to open, the small screws and the big nuts, nut bolts. So I will start opening, dismantling this cooler by removing first lid, ice lid of this frost cooler. Manas, start this. Let us start opening these two screws to take out the top panel so that we can dismantle back panel, side panel and front panel one by one. Now he is opening two screws on the top corner of the top panel. Before removing top panel, we have to remove front panel, control panel. First remove these knobs. See, this is click fit. So we have to just unlock it, it will come out. To remove this control panel, we have to remove 9 locks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 locks which you have to unlock and then it can be removed. To replace speed control or on off switch, swing switch, there are 2 switches. We can remove, there are bars. You can unscrew these 2 screws. Remove these connections. To remove these connections, you have to use some pointed pin or poker. See, there is a lock system inside also. See, it is removed. So one by one you can remove all the wires. In this new switch, we are reconnecting the terminals which have been removed earlier. This is how we have replaced the switch and reconnected all the terminals. So now we will go second. Now the next step, to remove top panel, we have to remove control panel. To remove top panel, we have to unplug, you have to unscrew these 2 top screws and these 2 bottom. So there are 4 screws which are connecting back panel to the tank and top panel. Now we have removed all the 4 screws. See, now the back panel we can remove easily. Now the back panel has come out. He is removing left and right side. Both the panels are removed. Now see, all left, right and back panel have been removed. To remove this top panel, there are 2 screws at the corner of this front panel. He is removing these 2 screws, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 screws have been removed. To remove this, you have to pull up this top panel. To remove this top panel, the whole bunch of wires have been removed. Now we will go to the next part, that is replacement of swing motor and swing carry bar in case of any defect found. So first we will remove this cam gear. See, after removing these 2 screws from the front panel, the swing motor can be removed and replaced. Now to replace swing carry bar, we have to unlock this top portion of this stem, vertical lowers. So once you remove this, this can be removed. Yeah, now we'll go the next segment, that is next part of replacement of main motor. To replace main motor, we have to remove this involute or blower enclosure. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. We have removed all the screws. Now you can remove this enclosure. We have removed this involute or you can say blower enclosure, and this is blower mounting plate which comes out along with this. After we remove this enclosure, now this blower is exposed. So there is a screw in between which is blower is fitted on the shaft of this motor. So first we have to remove this, loosen this screw so that this can come out. Now we can remove this motor which is fitted on the motor mounting plate. Yeah. So this motor is removed now. After unscrewing this 4 bolt, it can be removed from the motor mounting plate. This motor specification, as you know, 230 volt, 50 Hz and 1400 RPM, which is a AC motor. You can replace this by removing this from the mounting plate. See, there is a AC capacitor, 4 microfarad, 450 volt to give the start to this motor, which initially get recharged to start this motor. I'll brief you about these spares which are fitted on the front panel. See, this is called a lower frame or shroud. This is swing carry bar. These are vertical lowers which are also fitted in this frame, that is shroud, which is fitted in the shroud, and also there are horizontal lowers. So one by one we will remove, and to remove entire assembly of the front panel we have to unscrew these 2 screws which are fitted front side and corner of this tank screws so that the tank can be replaced. 2 screws are removed, unscrewed now to remove this front panel. So the entire front panel assembly is loosened and you can do a work easily. There are 10 screws which are fitted on the front panel. So they are removed and now this entire assembly with horizontal and vertical lower has come out. In case if you want to remove or if you want to replace this vertical lower, there are 8 in numbers. Very easy to remove this. Now he will show you how to remove. See, there are stems. You have to just bend this and it can be removed. In case of replacement of this vertical lower, it can be refitted. We will show you the demonstration how it can be done. See, these are stems of the vertical lower and there is a slot over here. It's showing you how to refit it. See, these are again connected back. Now we will show you how to remove horizontal lower. See, these lowers are connected. There are 3 links which are fitted on the back side of this shroud, and there are 1, 2, 3 slots, lock you can say, and 2 stems. So we'll show you the how to refit it. This horizontal lure is refitted again, and it started moving properly, and smooth movement of ups and down manually, which gives the direction to the throw of it. Now we'll move on to replacement of submersible pump motor, which is fitted at the bottom of the water tank. While replacing submersible pump, you have to remove this flexible pipe from the top, that is from the ice compartment, and then unscrew these screws, unscrew these 2 screws which are fitted on the boss of this. See, the motor has been removed and this is a sensor. When there is no water inside, this will give you a buzz. This will give you, so that this is the indication that there is no water inside, and then pump will not start unless the water is poured. I am holding this water level sensor. If there is no water inside, this will give you a buzzer. The buzzer will start, so that you will come to know, the customer will come to know that there is no water inside, and it automatically stops the functioning of the submersible motor. So this, because due to this, the life of the submersible motor is enhanced. The failure will be very less because of this. If there is no water, this will not stop. Now let us go for with remote control model, that is Glacier Eye and Frost Eye. Both the models are intelligence. That means you can operate it from the distance with the help of remote handset. The remote handset is common in both the models for Frost and Glacier. The main difference between eye and without remote is control PCB with LCD display along with the supportive power supply, which is fitted on the top of the cooler, and the display is fitted in the control panel. This is power supply module, which gives all the input voltages, necessary input voltages for the operation of this remote control PCB. It has got full function remote, that is on off, speed variation, cooling and swing operation. Also it has got a timer, 8 hours timer, which can be controlled with the help of handset. Suppose if you want to keep this cooler on for 1 hour, you can go with the 1 hour command, and then this will work for 1 hour and will shut off automatically. Like that you can extend the operation up to 1 to 8 hours. There is one more additional sensor which is fitted at the bottom of the tank, and it is called empty tank sensor. This goes to the control PCB for necessary supply input, and this sensor is fitted inside the tank. The float is lifted when there is a water. When the tank becomes empty, or there is no water inside the tank, this automatically operates and gives the alarm or buzz, so that customer will come to know that there is no water inside the tank or water is over. So you need to put more water. This gives an important function by stopping the submersible motor. By buzzing the alarm, automatically stops function of submersible pump, and by extending or by enhancing the life of the submersible pump. The submersible pump will only act when there is a water inside the tank, which is a very important function, and this is a unique or USP of both the models. I hope with this everything is clear. By opening this top panel in both the models, you can replace this if it is defective, or if there is no supply coming, then power supply. And the remote, if there is any problem with the remote, you have to just replace the remote. First confirm whether there is a problem in the power supply or display panel, and then if both are okay, then you can go for a change of this remote. Also, the sensor, if it is not functioning, then we can see the connection, whether it is connected properly. If it is connected properly, then we have to replace the water level sensor or empty tank sensor. Thank you. For your convenience, or to anybody who is attending this cooler for repairing or servicing, we have provided an exploded view and a wiring diagram of the motors which are used in this cooler, as well as the other accessories. I hope by looking at the wiring diagram as well as exploded view, it is very easy to repair this cooler. Thank you.